You're looking at the matte black VMAX, and when I purchased this bike, that was the only color available. And if some of you recall a few videos back, actually it was a few months ago, I did a video on whether or not I should change the color. Well, I've decided what I'm going to do, and in this video I'm going to talk about my decision. Let's jump on and discuss it. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jeff, and I recently got back into riding motorcycle after being away from it for about 10 years and not owning a bike for about 7 or 8 years. In June of 2020, I bought this 2020 matte black VMAX, and it's the first of 2 and possibly 3 motorcycles that I am going to be buying over the course of the next couple of years. And I've mentioned that in previous videos, and I will put the links to those videos in this description below. And one of the things that I mentioned a couple of times in previous videos is that when I bought this VMAX, I didn't really have any choice in the color, which was somewhat disappointing because I would prefer something with some color. But I bought the VMAX thinking, okay, well, eventually I could change the color if I wanted to do that. So I made a video a few months ago, and I talked about how I could potentially do that, and I'll leave the link to that video in the description below as well. Now, in that video, I talked about the way that I would do it is I would simply order some parts from a previous year, 2017, and just swap those parts out to give it the color that I wanted, which was red and black. Now, speaking of red and black, as I have shown in that video, all of my previous motorcycles were red and black. And in fact, the next motorcycle that I am going to get, either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, which is the Honda Goldwing Tour, that will most likely be red and black because they don't offer many colors to choose from, but the red and black would be my favorite on that Goldwing, unless they came out with something that really popped and was something very different. But nonetheless, so knowing that my next motorcycle is going to be red and black, I had to really stop and think, okay, do I want 2 motorcycles that are red and black? Because one of the things about having different motorcycles is they each offer a different type of riding experience, often just by the nature of the bike itself. So this one is a power cruiser. The Goldwing is going to be, you know, a long distance touring bike, especially if you're riding 2 up. The VMAX is best for just riding with 1 person. But anyway, and part of those different experiences, in my opinion, are the different looks of the bike. Not only the style, but also the color of the motorcycle. So I think having a variety of colors would make things a little more interesting than having everything look exactly the same. Now, one of the things that I did when I posted that video a few months ago, I had asked for your input on what you thought about whether or not I should change the color. Not that I was going to make my decision based on what the majority of the comments felt which way to go. But I will say, for those of you that liked the red, you liked how it really accented and it made not only the red kind of pop, but you made comments that it makes the black pop as well. So you had something that was going to stand out. And that's part of what I liked about it as well. Like I said in that video, the longer I've owned the VMAX, the more the matte black color has grown on me, and the less inclined I was to mess with it and change the color. There was a bit of a clue recently that might have tipped some of you guys off as to what my decision has been with regard to this. And a few videos back, I did a video on replacing my front fender, which some of you know got scratched during the... Which some of you know that front fender got scratched by the towing company when I had the flat tire. But anyway, when I made that video and replaced it with a matte black fender, that may have been a bit of a tip-off to indicate what I was doing, because some of you probably figured, okay, if I was going to change the fenders to red, I would have at least done the front one at that point when I had to replace that fender anyway. And you would have been correct. So yeah, the bottom line is I'm leaving this VMAX the way it is. The color has kind of grown on me. I like the all matte black look. The bike looks a little bit meaner, I think, in this color. It's more of a beast. And I like it just because it is this color now. How about that view? How about you give this video a thumbs up just based on that? So anyway, that's the long and short of it. I'm going to keep this one all matte black. I'll have enough red in my garage when I get the gold wing. And speaking of red and black in my garage, let's just make a quick pit stop in my garage and take a look in there and see how much red and black I actually have. Starting with the largest black and red items in my garage are my tool boxes. You've probably seen these in other videos. Fire extinguisher, brooms, air compressor, shop vac, gas can, lawn and garden tools and sledgehammer, golf club head covers and putter cover, and probably my favorite thing in the garage besides my VMAX is this rolling stool, which you've seen in another video on how I clean my bike. And the icing on the cake, 3-in-1 oil. Alright, so you can clearly see I have more than enough red and black in my garage already. So, and when I add the gold wing, that will even be that much more. That'll be another 800 pounds of red and black. So I will keep this 683 pounds all matte black. And as far as the third motorcycle, I have a good idea what that is, but I'll let you know as that draws closer in a year or two. Not only the make and model, but also the color. But that's all there is to this video. Just wanted to let you know. I'm going to keep the VMAX the same color it is right now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. See you next time.